Good morning. Here we are in a little conference room in the waiting area of Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. My car is getting some sort of toe link repaired. I don't know what a toe link is, but apparently they didn't put a good enough one on, so it's been recalled. But we must press forward. Today we read Acts 5, 1 through 11. A man named Ananias, with his wife Sapphira, sold a piece of property, and with his wife's knowledge, he kept back for himself some of the proceeds and brought only part of it and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and to keep back for yourself part of the proceeds of the land? While it remained unsold, did it not remain your own? And after it was sold, was it not at your disposal? Why is it that you have contrived this deed in your heart? You have not lied to man, but to God. When Ananias heard these words, he fell down and breathed his last. And great fear came upon all who heard of it. The young men rose and wrapped him up and carried him out and buried him. After an interval of about 3 hours, his wife came in, not knowing what had happened. And Peter said to her, tell me whether you sold the land for so much. And she said, yes, for so much. But Peter said to her, how is it that you have agreed together to test the Spirit of the Lord? Behold, the feet of those who have buried your husband are at the door, and they will carry you out. Immediately she fell down at his feet and breathed her last. When the young men came in, they found her dead, and they carried her out and buried her beside her husband. And great fear came upon the whole church and upon all who heard of these things. Now remember, that comes right after the little piece that said Joseph Barnabas sold a field and brought all the proceeds and laid it at the apostles' feet, which was the common practice. So what Ananias did was he sold it. Let's say he sold it for $100. He took 60 of those dollars and brought it and gave it to Peter, the apostles. And the other 40 he kept for himself. But he said, well, I only got 60 for it. So he lied, is essentially the problem. And he lied to the Spirit about this. And that's the issue. It's not, he could have kept some of the money. Peter says to the wife, you could have kept it. You know, it was your disposal, but the lying. So sometimes people want to appear to be very good, to be better than they are. People want to appear to be righteous and nice and kind and all of that. And they're really not. It's all appearance. And that's a problem. That was a problem with Ananias and Sapphira. I think this will make a great stewardship sermon, but I've never been brave enough to try to write it. For us, the problem is this attempt to portray ourselves as better than we are. And if we can simply be honest about who we are, what we've done, what issues we have, what are the, how much did we make when we sold this property? If we can be honest about that, then I think we'll get along a lot better. Well, the echo and the lighting in here is terrible, so I'm going to sign off there. I encourage you to read this story again and again and think about it. And tomorrow we'll continue in Acts 5. Have a great day.